everyone, it's Lisa. Today on DoodleDrawArt, we're going to draw a flaming heart. So I've had some requests to draw a flaming heart, so I thought today would be a good day to do it. And so what I've done, first of all, is I have dug through my Crayola Super Tips and found some colors of pink that I think blend nicely between each other. And then I also, that'll be for the heart. And then I also looked around through my yellows and oranges to find a bunch that kind of would blend out to make flaming colors. I'm probably going to stick with these four in here the most, and maybe into this orange, and maybe just a few little bits of the darker. But I just kind of colored and then put them in order on my desk here so that I can keep track of which ones are dark and which ones are light. So yeah, I'm just going to get started on that, and let's see how it goes. Got some little paper hearts here. If you haven't seen my paper hearts video, no, they're not hearts, they're stars, paper stars. So if you haven't seen my paper stars video, you can check that out. And let's get started. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start off with pencil, and we're going to be erasing this after. But what we're going to do is make a nice heart shape. So just give it a try. Float your heart onto your page and see if you can come out with a shape that makes you happy. So I would like my heart to be a little bit asymmetrical. I mean, you could make it perfectly symmetrical if you want it, but mine's just a little bit twisted to one side. And then I'm going to give the idea of it being almost like a balloon. So there's going to be a bit of a reflection up in this edge of the heart, and maybe a tiny bit down here as well, just to show the thickness of it. One of them could be lighter and one of them could be darker, perhaps. So this is the heart, and now the whole idea of this tutorial is that the heart is flaming. So we're going to make some flame shapes coming up from the heart. So this one, I'm just making it come out in a nice curved line. I kind of brought it along the shape here from the edge of this heart, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. So then I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to try to think of the shape of a flame. So flames are a bit wavy and not terribly symmetrical either. So bring this one maybe straight down, and then another flaming up and down. And then in here, let me think, what shall I do with that? I could just make it lick up like this and back down, so like so. Kind of like that. And then often, because flames are dancing, you might just have some little extensions of the flames that are kind of glowing up higher off the heart. So this is all being done freehand. I'm just coming up with my own ideas. Now I think this is too much. I don't think I want to have them both on the ends. So I'm going to erase that one. And if I was going to put another one at all, I might put it off this side one here. The one that's kind of souped off to the side, perhaps I would add one that's just going more to the side like this. But I don't think so. I think I'm going to stick with two. I think so. So it's up to you entirely how many of these you make. But again, we did a freehand, and we're going to be erasing some of these lines when we're done. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go over the lines that I've drawn with my lightest color. So here's my lightest pink, and I'm going to go over the entire heart shape with my lightest pink. Around I go. And I'm also going to do these reflections with my lightest pink, because I can always add darker on top, and I will be. And then I'm going to take my lightest yellow, and I'm going to do the same thing with the flames. Probably the edges of these flames are going to be more orange than yellow, but it's nice to just have the option as we go. Because I am doing this all from my imagination, completely freehand, and looking up. Alright, so now I'm going to erase all of my sketch marks. Alright, so all that's left here now is the outlines, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to color this in. So for the heart, I'm going to start off using my lightest color inside these reflections. So just going to color a nice light pink inside here. And For now, I'm going to put a nice light pink in here too, but I could possibly change that one also. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to color in, well, I'm going to end up with light pink in the middle, but I think I'll start off with my darkest pink and start on the edges. So here I'm going to go over the lines that I've already made and start to come in towards the middle of the heart. Now, I do find with marker that if it's still wet, you can get a blended effect on the two layers of marker. So if you let your marker dry in between strokes, you get less blending. So if I was going to move quickly between these and add new colors, I would see more of a blended effect right away than if I were to wait and do it after. So I'm just trying to keep working over the wet marker that I have already as I give this three-dimensional effect on the heart. And you can see I didn't go over that edge that I had left. Now here, my brighter pink. This is probably going to be more the main color of my whole heart. So I'm going to go for it in here and just fill in a lot more with this pink. Unfortunately, this marker of mine probably is at the end of its life, sadly, because this is a great color. Alright, so the same idea is going to apply to the flame. So I'm going to start off by coloring in some nice bright yellow in the middle sections of these flames, just coming down from the top and bringing it down so that it blends into itself down here. And then I'm going to come back in and fill around this nice bright yellow with some other yellows and oranges. So that was my brightest. And now this one's also pretty bright, but just slightly less vibrant, a little bit more orangey than the last one. So I'm just going to come in closer to the heart with this more vibrant orangey yellow, whatever you want to call it. And I'm being a bit careful not to rub in on my star too much, otherwise on my heart too much. I keep mixing those words up today. That's just crazy. And that way I don't get my, I don't contaminate my original color. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. I'll put a little bit of yellow up here as well. And now I'm going to grab a slightly more orangey color and just start to fill in some of these areas here. Because I think the cool thing about flames is how much difference they have in their color. That's the cool thing about fire, I guess, is how much different color you can see in the flames. So I'm just swiping down as I go. It's kind of nice to have like an S shape to these flickers of flame. And now I'm almost fully colored in, so now it's a bit time to start to look and see if I want to have darker colors anywhere in particular. So I'm going to just jump back to my brightest yellow and fill in all the little white spots that might still be here, just to blend out anything that looks not finished. And then I'm going to decide where else I would like to see more dimension in my colors. So I'm just going to grab, this is a more vibrant orange still than I've had yet. I'm just going to pull in a little bit of darkness and even coming right off the heart there in a few spots so that it looks like it's licking right off the heart. So coming down like this, bringing that edge in towards the base of the heart. And the same thing on this side, bring it right down and touching. This is looking good. I'm happy with this. All right. So I'm just going to keep adding a few little details here. I hope you enjoyed watching me draw this flaming heart today, and I hope you drew one too. And I would love it if you would comment on this video and click like if you liked watching this video, and please, if you would like to have more Doodle Draw art in your life, you could subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.